welcome back to the YouTube. We're here, I'm just keeping my eyes peeled because there's some other people walking around. We're here in Luton, the Dunstable Centre is where we are, but actually it's called the Grove Theatre. So we're here for the Wnbf, the first timers / novice show. So if you look back a year ago today, well it's not exactly, but a year and a week or so ago, this is when Josh Campbell won his overall in his first ever show. So that was really cool last year. This year we've got 4 people competing. So we've got Owen in the first timers teen bodybuilding class. I've only worked with Owen for coming up to 6 weeks now. He started at 6 weeks out with me. He was obviously prepping before. Owen's the young lad that I went to see at Ultraflex Durham. He's looking really good, so excited to see him. And then we've got 3 of the other boys who have done a couple of the shows this season. So we've got Conran in Novice Tall. He'll be on last today out of the 4 boys. We've got Sonny in Novice Bodybuilding Short. And then we've got George in Novice Men's Physique Short as well. So it's going to be the last show of the season for Conran, George and Sonny. But Owen's looking at maybe doing another show in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, it's currently 8:22. I said I'd be here for 8:30, so I'm early. I've had my meal. I've got everything with me. So we'll go get in there. I know Owen's going to be here because he's on at about 10:30, so in a couple of hours. But the other boys won't be on until like mid to late afternoon. So we're going to have a bit of time waiting around and stuff after Owen's been on this morning. So, yeah, let's get it. Let's get what's popping. Yeah, we can maybe get Starbucks after Owen's been on stage. Let's get. Yes, guys. So we have Owen, who I was just literally speaking about in the car a minute ago. We have also a man that's about to walk in front of the shop. Yeah, and another one. Yeah, well, that's a woman. People are going to walk past, guys. It doesn't matter. So Owen, like I say, is doing the first timers teen bodybuilding class, which is going to be. He should be on stage about 10:30. So we've got a little bit of time to wait. He's got his base coat at 9, or we're going to try and get in like early. So like 10-15 minutes, we'll go find where it is. Get the pre-stage meal in. He's good to go. He looks class, really, really good. I'm very happy with the look this morning. Like you've been obviously like digging really, really, really hard. And then obviously we've like had a good amount of time to really freshen up into the show. But I'll let you chat about it, mate. So feel free to just chat about when you started and how the process has been.
So I came to Finn, 6 weeks out. I was fat. I was way too fat, out of shape, and Finn has been calling the shots. I've been making them, it's been working. It's obviously been really hard to cut this hard, but we're here now.
You've done it, you've done really well.
I'm happy with the condition we're in right now. I just need to get this tan touched up because I've got some patchy bits, but they should sort me out with that.
We'll sort that out.
Apart from that, feeling good. So
yeah, so it was 6 weeks out. I remember it was when I was filming with Sam. We were at EP. So it was when Ben was like 3 weeks out. I was seeing Ben. And then me and Shannon went to the Trafford Centre, and I remember that you'd messaged me, and I was like, oh, I've got an application. So I had a look, dropped you a message, and I was like, right, let's see where you're actually at for 6 weeks out. So I was like, depends where you're at. And obviously you weren't in a great spot, but it wasn't horrendous. It wasn't like, oh my God, he's like 20 weeks out. But I'd ideally have you at like maybe at that position that you're in at maybe like 12 to 16 weeks out. So he was definitely behind.
That's a big difference.
But yeah, he just had to dig. Like he's absolutely nailed it. We're doing an hour's cardio a day, 15k steps. Food's been relatively low, like trace carb pretty much on rest days, like 200 carb maximum training days. Like it has been pretty tough, but I was literally saying to Sam before we're filming, like you've done exactly as he's asked. You've asked the right questions, you've communicated effectively, like he's nailed it. So yeah, like really, really happy. It was a point where we pulled off 5 kilos in 10 days, which was like, right, okay, this is like the last push. And obviously, again, knowing that, it was like, right, okay, I can push on, and then I know that I'm actually getting to sort of feed up. That was off like the back of the fat load as well, and you look really good after the fat load, like really sharp. And then now he's just got that extra fullness that comes with that glycogen from carbs. So
adding them carbs, honestly, the difference that made in my physique, I just felt like it gave me life. It gave me life to my physique. Just felt like so much better.
I think as much as like a fat loading approach doesn't always like bring the best look, and sometimes it can cause more hassle than it's worth for some people. But like it does give you that massive depletion where you then like, oh, I feel awful.
I was very flat.
Yeah, you're really flat. You feel like, oh my God, mate.
I was like thinking, oh, I've lost muscle. Shit.
Yeah, it's 2 days. 2 days of fat loading. You're not going to lose loads of size. Like some sort of slightly higher rep training, higher volume. Like basically just depleting of carbs as much as we can. without like real detriment to the look. And you know, you actually look really good, you look really sharp. And then just filled up a lot since then and found a look that we're happy with. Dried off a bit last night, looked really dry, really crisp this morning. Filling up a little bit more this morning, fluid-wise, carb-wise, sodium, then we'll have the pre-stage meal, and then we're good to go. Yeah. Exciting. You've done really well. Like the changes in the past 6 weeks, ridiculous. We'll have to put like, I'll either find some photos for this video, or we'll definitely have a transformation on the page soon. Really cool. And then also potentially or definitely doing that show in 2 weeks. Definitely.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Okay. So we've got another show in 2 weeks' time. So stay tuned for that one as well. Right, let's go get your tan.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go find where we need to be. Right guys, so Owen's getting his tan now. I've literally just messaged him because I want him to eat as soon as he's done with his tan. So I've messaged him what I want him to have. So basically going to be a couple of squares bars, good amount of jam, plenty of jam, a bit of dark chocolate, and then basically I've got his pre-pump drink as well, which is Mega Pump, Carb Drive, bit of creatine, pink salt, bit of Hydroflow, all the Conte sups, Fin 10 for discount. So I'm going to take his bag down. I've messaged him because he was worried that it'd get stolen. So I don't want him to think it's been stolen. I've taken it. I'm going to leave it with Shannon, and then we're going to have a look at Conran and George, because obviously they're here and just sort of waiting around. So yeah, that's the plan.
Finn's the best coach ever in the whole entire world there ever was. Because just the shots that he's been calling past 6 weeks, I've been doing everything he says, and it's worked. So get signed up with Finn.
Right guys, this is, I don't have a coach's pass, but this band basically tells everyone that I'm a coach, so I'm just going to wear this. No, luckily the Wnbf, the guys are sound with me, so they're letting us go around backstage, and Sam's obviously getting some footage for Josh, who's judging as well. Got the magical glaze, as always. Owen, I've got some more food in for Owen because we thought he'd be on at about 10:30 and the show still hasn't started and it's 11, so show's running behind. I think they just had some technical issues, so I've given him a couple of rice cakes, a bit of honey, a bit of almond butter as well. I made him another pump up drink, which he's already drank, which I told him not to, so I've made him another one. So he's had like, this is now like his third serving of Mega Pump, so he's going to be fucking pumped up, alright. But yeah, it's very warm in here, which is perfect, so he's going to stay nice and warm. That's great. I'd rather that than him be cold. And then yeah, basically finish that, chill out another few minutes, get him a bit warm, get going through to the backstage, get pumping up. I am going to estimate he'll be on in still about half an hour's time. So there's no rush to get him going yet. We've already got everything ready. Feeling good? We're good. Let's get it. What's poppin'?
Thanks guys, see you in the golden era, your golden era winner.
Right guys, we are on the way back from Starbucks. We had a little team meeting at Starbucks. Sonny stayed at the show because I'd just seen Sonny. Went through some posing. He looks really, really good, like really happy. Sonny won't mind me saying, like, he looked awful the last couple of days. Combination of just a high level of stress with a lot of external stresses, things going on in his personal life. as well as like a linear load approach. So we didn't do any kind of fat load or any kind of like fluid manipulation. And when you have multiple days of just slightly more food, like I wasn't really filling him up, but having a good amount of carbs and just basically not depleting after the last show, he just looked worse really. A lot for yesterday, a lot of fullness in the last 2 days, but loads of fluid retention, like really bad. Again, just down to stress. So yesterday, like the plan was, he had a carb meal in the morning and it was just pro fats all day. I had him to have a bit more caffeine, a bit more vitamin C. Woke up this morning, I actually got him to do a pump session last night as well. Woke up this morning, loads better. Seen him today, loads better. So yeah, really happy with how Sonny's looking. He should be on probably around like 4 or 5ish. George is probably going to be on, yeah, to be fair, I'd say about 5ish for Sonny. George will be about 3ish. About 4ish, sorry. It's 2:15 now, so we're just getting back to the venue to make sure we're there in time. Conran will be maybe 6, 7. But yeah, Owen won. I've not spoke to camera since then, but obviously we'll have got some footage. So Owen won and looked awesome, like really good. You never know how someone's going to look, obviously, on stage until you see them on stage. Like you can tell when someone's good, and I knew Owen was good. But yeah, when he was on stage, I was like, he's really good. Like, definitely impressed me. Like, I knew he'd be good, but better than I even thought he'd be. So really happy with how Owen looked, and obviously amazing to get the win as well. So he's going to be in the overall tonight as well. So yeah, exciting times. And England are on at 8 o'clock. So we'll see if we can watch that as well. So yeah, now plan of action is basically try and find a parking spot because we've lost our space, and then get back in, make sure that everyone's ready, see where about the show's at, and then see how long we're sort of expecting until it's time for George to go. So yeah, stay tuned. Is that white wine? Pinot Grigio? Bit of Pinot. Shannon likes a bit of Pinot, don't you? I love a scone. Oat cakes, like rice cakes, little bits of cookies, some red wine, some Merlot. Then cheese. Oh, that's down. Bit of me, that lemon drizzle cake. Thank you, mate. A bit of jam. What's this? Some celebrations to celebrate. Celebrate. Thank you, mate. To celebrate. You didn't have to get me anything. Thank you. Last season, he bought me loads as well.
I didn't pay that.
He does pay me for this job. He just also gets me loads of presents. Thank you, mate. Well done. Yeah, you didn't place last time, but how are you? How's your season been? Go on,
really good.
Talk to the camera, mate.
Yeah, been really good. So I really appreciate Finn sticking and having the faith on me, and I got second and fifth. So very happy.
Obviously, I coached Sonny in 2021. He did physique, and he did 2 shows and didn't place in any. And obviously, you're a bit like beat up, a bit upset about it, but like you said, I literally just said to you, look, you just need to be better, you just need to be bigger. And he's committed to an off-season, spent a good few years away from the stage, comes back, done really well, stepped up into a bigger class, into bodybuilding, and he's gone and come second in the PCA, 5th today. Obviously didn't place at the MBW, but still that was a really good class. So yeah, well done, mate. Proud of you.
More time to grow now. More time to grow.
Well, thank you, mate. You didn't have to get me
That's
anything.
all right,
Appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
You got him where he is.
Sorry for him being miserable. It is 10:41. We just stopped off at the services, got some food. I got a chicken skewer. Don't know why I'm doing this. I held it when I ate it. Yogurt and a protein shake. Very nice, and some rice cakes. So yeah, very nice. Pretty much mimicked what my final meal should be. I was thinking like we'll probably be done at like maybe 7ish. Maybe go out for some food afterwards. That'd be nice. Watch the England game somewhere. Yeah, that didn't happen. Obviously, just with the time of the show being pushed back a little bit, Conran didn't get on stage until like gone 7, I think it was, and then Owen was on at like 8:30. No, later, 9ish. Yeah, overall was like 9ish. Really cool day, really long day, but a good one. Good show as always. Like, I do like the Wnbf shows. It was a bit like rushed today. It was a bit behind, and they do take a while with their judging, but it was a good day. It was a good show. So Owen obviously won his class. Awesome. Went to the overall, held his own in the overall. Probably, if you were to judge the overall, he'd be like 5th in the overall, which is very good for a team out of, I think there's maybe like 9, something like that. And looked great, really, really good. Very happy with how he looked. And then we had Sonny, who came 5th in the novice short class, which was a really good class. Again, really happy with how Sonny looked, and he got me some nice gifts, bless him. So thank you, mate. And then you had George, again, didn't place, and we know what George needs. He just needs to be bigger. Like, he looks so good on his own, and again, I'll tell him this, like, he knows this, like, he looks great on his own, but he's small. Like, he's a smaller person. His frame is smaller, but also in the sense of muscle mass, he needs more muscle. So that's what we're in pursuit of. So heading straight into an off-season, into a growth phase, and basically just enjoying getting big again, getting stronger. Because obviously, you know, towards the back end of a prep, you lose that kind of enjoyment aspect within training, and your ability to grow is massively diminished. So yeah, get him growing. And then we had Conrad do the novice tall class, came 5th. Really happy with that. Up against some pretty good guys, some pretty big guys. So that was a really good showing for Conrad. So yeah, that is a wrap for the day. It's been a long one. Thank you as always to Sam behind the camera. Yeah, it's been. You got what time did you leave? Like 6 this morning. Got to mine for 6:30, and he's probably not going to get home until midnight. So thank you, mate. I do appreciate you a lot. Thank you to Shannon as always, who's in the back, who always helps out a lot on the show days, and is a massive part of like the team on the day. It's always really nice. Obviously seeing everyone's family and friends and stuff is always like really, really lovely. Getting gifts off the guys, like, thank you very much, guys. So yeah, good day, but ready to get back and get to bed. So as always, thank you all for watching. Appreciate it as always, and like and subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll see you in the next one.